The Mister, written by the author E.L. James, the author of 50 Shades of Grey. We'll talk about that book in just a while. About the book The Mister, not the other one.
It was a perverted thing to say, but I said it anyway. Made you smile and look away. Nothing's gonna hurt you, baby. As long as you're with me, you'll be just fine. Nothing's gonna hurt you, baby. Nothing's gonna take you from my side. When we dance in my living room.
Packed with passion, this book, a love story full of charm, music, and soulmates. Don't we just love that? Us, the romantic kind. A classic E.L. James combo of the sweet and erotic with the perfect ending for romantics. I think it's her best by far. The thrilling new romance of E.L. James, author of the phenomenal first best-selling 50 Shades trilogy. Let's talk about the book.
As long as you're with me, you'll be just fine. Nothing's gonna hurt you, baby. Nothing's gonna take you from my side. To the microphone and sing with the sunglasses on to a favorite song, and we're laughing in the microphone and singing with the sunglasses on to a favorite song.
Just beautiful, isn't it? This song is so beautiful. So the scene is London 2019 from the book The Mister by E.L. James. Life has been easy for Maxim Trevelyan. With his good looks, aristocratic connections and money, he's never had to work and he's rarely slept alone. But all that changes when tragedy strikes and Maxim inherits his family, noble title, wealth, and estates, and all the responsibility that entails. It's a role he's not prepared for, and one that he struggles to face. But his biggest challenge is fighting his desire for an unexpected, enigmatic young woman who's recently arrived in England, possessing little more than a dangerous and troublesome past.
Our blood runs side by side. I throw my hands to you and run away. It's so cold, so dangerous that I can't stay. I ran away from you into your dream and lose the one that I was in when you told me that I could never meet my friends again. Thought I touched them, but I can't feel I'm in your dream. They want to take me, but I will hide from.
Reticent, beautiful, and musically gifted, she's an alluring mystery to the main character of this book we're reading now. She's an alluring mystery, and Maxime's longing for her deepens into a passion that is never experienced before and dares not name. Just who is Alessia de Massey? Can Maxime protect her from the malevolence that threatens her? And what will she do when she learns that he's been hiding secrets of his own? From the heart of London, through wild, rural Cornwall, to the bleak, forbidding beauty of the Balkans, The Mister, the book called The Mister, is a roller coaster ride of danger and desire that leaves the reader breathless to the very last page. So this, ladies and gentlemen, that I just read is called The Mister by E.L. James, the author of 50 Shades of Grey. The next book is called The Trick to Time. The Trick to Time by Kit DeWall. There's a trick to time. You can make it expand or you can make it contract. Make it shorter or make it longer. We will read about this cute book. terrific writer. Not very well known, but we will talk about this book in just a minute or two. I told you, this podcast radio has the best music you'll ever listen. Some moments you want to last forever, some moments shape a life. We're talking about the book, The Trick to Time, by Kit the Wall. For Mona, it's the joy of playing on a Wexford beach as a young girl next to her family's cottage, overlooking the Irish Sea. The thrill of moving to Birmingham with a new job and a room of her own in a busy boarding house, meeting the love of her life, a whirlwind marriage, a sudden tragic loss. But now, decades later, Mona is determined to find happiness before it's too late. She knows that every moment is precious. But can we ever let go of the past that shaped us? Sometimes we wonder what might have been. We're talking about the book Never Greener by Ruth Jones. The #1 Sunday Times bestseller picked for the Zoe Ball TV Book Club. Ruth Jones is excellent on human nature and why we make the mistakes we do on a daily basis. I fell for every character. Unputdownable. The past has a habit for tracking us down and tripping us up.
To live and I need to. Your troubles must be seen to. See through money like it's paper. With faces I remember. I drink on a daily basis. Though it sort cools my temper. It never cools my temper.
Walking through the suburbs, they're not exactly love, but you're a couple. Especially when your body's double duplicate. And then you.
When Kate was 22, she had an intense and passionate affair with a married man, Callum, which ended in heartbreak. Kate thought she'd never get over it. "17 years later, life has moved on. Kate, now a successful actress, is living in London, married to Matt, and mother to little Tallulah. Meanwhile, Callum and his wife, Belinda, are happy together, living in Edinburgh and watching their kids grow up. The past, it would seem, is well and truly behind them all."
Don't wanna be on top of your list. Monopoly and properly kissed. We overcome in 60 seconds with the strength we have together, but for now, emotional ties they stay severed. When there's trust to be treated, someone with funk will hear beats. Karma coma, Jamaica and Roma. Karma coma, Jamaica and Roma. Karma coma, Jamaica and Roma. Karma coma, Jamaica and Roma.
But then Kate meets Callum again. The past is knocking on their door. That's right. And they are faced with a choice: to walk away from each other or to risk finding out what might have been between the two of them. They both were happy with their relationships, but they loved each other, Kate and Callum. So will they try again to see what the future has in store for them?
Jamaica and Roma, karma coma. What? Jamaica and Roma, karma coma. What? Jamaica and Roma, karma coma. What? Jamaica and Roma.
Second chances in life are a rare gift, but that doesn't mean they should always be taken. From the book by Ruth Jones, Never Greener. So the next book by Marian Keyes, The Break. The Daily Mail said, "I laughed, I cried." The critics, The Times, said, "Just brilliant." So the book is called The Break, as I said earlier. And I'm going to read just a bit of the book, just a few words about the book, and a few lines of the book. While we listen to good music, this is the last book, and I should say my goodbyes now. I'm Silvia dos Santos. I kept you company in this afternoon of rain. So let's talk about The Break by Marian Keyes. Listening to good music. A city with fancy food, sort of break, if only. Amy's husband, Hugh, says he isn't leaving her. He still loves her. He's just taking a break from their marriage, their children, and most of all, from their life together. 6 months in Southeast Asia, and nothing, she says, can stop him. But when does a break become a break-up? For a lot can happen in 6 months, and it's enough to send Amy and her family of gossips, misfits, and troublemakers tittering over the edge when Hugh returns of his trip. If he returns, will he be the same man she married? Will Amy be the same woman? Because if Hugh is on a break-up from their marriage, then isn't she also? So Nina Steve says this book by Marian Keyes is her funniest, wisest, glorious, best book. Full of darkness and light, this is Keyes at her classic and most brilliant best. Hope you enjoy the suggestions for 6 amazing books. I just know you will love reading them as much as I am. I'm still reading them. There are 6 books and others. Next podcast will be Portuguese books with Portuguese music. Okay? In Portuguese, if you don't mind my language, my native language. So the next podcast will be in Portuguese about great, amazing Portuguese books, Portuguese authors, and Portuguese music. Bye-bye. See you next time.